Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Layla and today I'm coming at you with a tips on how to take care of yourself video. And notice how I am not calling this a self-care video because I feel as though we have kind of strayed a little bit perhaps from the idea of actual self-care as taking care of yourself and not always just treating yourself. So I wanted to give you some practical tips to help you take care of yourself and grow a better relationship between you, your body, your mind, and your spirituality. I have a handy dandy list on my phone. Number one is to ask yourself, what do I need right now? Asking yourself insightful questions like what do I need right now will open you up to be more mindful and will also open yourself up to give you exactly what you need in that moment. So if I am panicking and having an anxiety attack and I ask myself what do I need right now and I need to breathe, I will do my best to breathe, activate my parasympathetic nervous system, and eventually calm down. If I am very angry with someone and I ask myself, what do I need right now? I can say, I need to journal, or I need to talk it out, or I need to talk to God about it. I can do one or all of those things. And that way, I am also building trust with myself to give myself what I need. Which leads us into our next tip is to get to know yourself and your needs. And you can do this by journaling. It's one of the ways I recommend it. There are plenty of prompts on the internet that will say, get to know you questions and things like that. Legit ask yourself these questions. What is my favorite color down to? What is my favorite memory? What happens when I feel most loved? When do I feel that I'm not appreciated? Ask yourself all of these questions. You can get to know yourself as a friend, as you would a friend. And once you do that, you can start treating yourself as a friend. Tip number 3 is to do baby steps with everything you do. Now, I love the big grand gestures as much as anyone else does. I love watching 24-hour reading vlogs and not just regular reading vlogs. Sometimes I love watching somebody do 1,000 push-ups in a row instead of just a normal routine sometimes, and that's perfectly fine, but I do not recommend that to be completely honest. I say if you really want to do something and you really want to achieve something, start with baby steps in everything that you do. Like college, for instance, they don't let you take all of your classes in one semester. They don't even let you take it all in 1 year because it can be too much. Same with exercise and same with changing your entire diet. Anything that is good for you will be great, but make sure that you do it in baby steps so that way you're not overwhelming yourself. Tip number 4 is one I talked about a little bit earlier, which is building trust with yourself. Building trust with yourself is a very important thing to do because once you trust yourself, I feel as though you panic less. So for instance, I used to chronically forget to eat and my body used to always freak out. And now I'm noticing that as I've been feeding my body more, my body is like, okay, we missed a meal. Here's your warning, but I'm not freaking out this time. And so there's a difference. And not only can your body do that, but your mind can do that as well. So next time, if you get a bad grade on an exam or something like that and you are upset about it, but you can trust yourself not to beat yourself up about it and make this your whole worth, then you can put your energy and efforts into studying for the next quiz, asking your professor or your teacher what went wrong the first time, and just building and growing off of that and trusting yourself not to go and spiral downward. I think we're on tip number 5. Tip number 5 is to learn more about health and what that means for you. I feel like especially in America, health can be a bit misconstrued because health is different for everyone. Individualized health is very important. So it is up to you to decide what you need. And yes, you can go to a doctor and go to a nutritionist, and I do recommend those things if you have been having problems. However, you need to define what health looks like to you. For me, health looks like feeling good, having energy, having less stress, having time to spend with God and with my friends, while also feeling as though my mind is adequately stimulated and that I'm always working towards some kind of goal because it's just the type of person I am, but balance. And also exercising, but doing so in a way to where I'm not hurting my hips or knees and have to go back into physical therapy. So those are the types of things that define health for me. So you're going to have to figure out how you define health and work towards those steps. If you've been having headaches every single day, maybe you're saying, oh, headaches, that is not the way I define health, and that is where I want to start because for me, health starts with no headaches. I had one professor who had a client who was having super terrible migraines every single day, and no one had ever asked her what her diet looks like. It was because she was drinking 3 diet sodas a day, and once she stopped that, she was completely fine. Start with what health means to you and go from there. Same with your physical activities. As I just said, I try not to do anything too heavy on the hips or knees, and if I do and I notice that my body is retaliating, I will take a break. And so maybe you need to do that. Maybe you haven't exercised in a very long time, and so you need extreme baby steps, and you want to start with walking instead of strength training. That is perfectly fine. The next tip number 6, is to diet and exercise accordingly. So diet and exercise to what you define as health, not as what anybody else defines as health or what they think you should do. Tip number 7 is to analyze your relationships often. This can be done by asking yourself questions once again, but these are not the type of questions that are always like, what is this person doing for me? But it can be like, how does this person make me feel? And what type of person am I around this person? Do I like who I am around this person? Do I feel as though I'm trying to hide any aspect of who I am or any aspect of my faith when I am around this person? Analyzing your relationships often will help to keep your relationships healthy. Just because the answers may not always be good does not mean that you have to cut off a person. There are a decent amount of instances to where you may have to, but you can start by setting up boundaries if you notice that there are unhealthy habits in these relationships. And this will also help you to trust yourself again, because you can trust yourself and that you will not have yourself stay in any situation that will do you more harm than good. Tip number 8, ask the Lord what you should do and include Him in your plans often. Going to the one who knows all of your plans and going to the one who loves you most will always help you more than it will harm you. Ask Him because He sets your feet on the right path. He can help you choose the right path, but He's not going to force you to do so. So that is why we need to be intentional in spending time with Him, not only because we love Him and He loves us, but because He can help us every step of the way more than any human can do, more than I can do in this video. So I 10 out of 10 recommend talking to the Lord. Tip number 9 is to smile and laugh every day. Even if it's not genuine, it can really help just to feel yourself smile, feel yourself laugh a little bit and relax, especially if it's been a while. This can do a lot more for you mentally than you think. I didn't even realize I had exactly 10 tips. Tip number 10 is to find hobbies that make you feel connected with yourself. This is going to help you to enjoy spending time with yourself and feel more at one with yourself and more at peace with yourself. This will help you with self-love, self-efficacy, and self-care. Just finding hobbies that you really actually enjoy. Hobbies that will do something good for you. Doesn't have to be something that you monetize. It doesn't have to be something that you want to be the best at, but just something that you enjoy getting better and better at over time. That is what is going to help you to feel more relaxed and at peace and less stressed. Because having stress-releasing hobbies is very important, because stress and chronic stress, which a lot of us experience is chronic stress, can do a lot of harm for your body. So making sure that you prioritize things that you enjoy that will help you to de-stress is very important. So those were 10 tips on how to take care of yourself from a life coach. And if you would like more tips from me, first subscribe to this channel and then send an email to the email down below and schedule a life coaching appointment with me. I am taking clients right now, so I hope that I will hear from you soon. And I also hope I will see you in the next video. Bye!